This episode of On the Record is brought to you by Associated Equipment Distributors. I'm Executive Editor Kim Schmidt. Welcome to On the Record. Here's an update on what's currently impacting the ag equipment industry. While precision farming sales and service revenue were down on average from the previous year, most dealers are optimistic things will bounce back in 2025, according to the 12th Annual Precision Farming Dealer Benchmark Study. Nearly 33% of dealers surveyed estimated their sales and service revenue was down 2% or more from 2023, while 40% reported little or no change. 20% said their revenue was up 2 to 7%, and about 7% reported an increase of 8% or more. For comparison's sake, all dealers surveyed in last year's study reported an increase of precision sales and service revenue from 2022. About 27% of dealers estimated their total 2024 precision farming revenue to be $500,000 or less, while another 27% were between $1 and $2 million. 20% made between $500,000 and $1 million, about 7% made between $2 million and $3 million, and another 7% were between $4 and $5 million, and a little over 13% made more than $5 million. Looking ahead to 2025, 60% of dealers surveyed forecast at least a 2 to 7% increase in revenue from precision farming sales, while almost 30% expect little or no change. About 7% forecast revenue to decline 2 to 7%, while another 7% forecast a drop of 8% or more. You can find the full report in the February issue of Farm Equipment Magazine and on precisionfarmingdealer.com. This week's dealers on the move are Prairie State Tractor, Martin Tractor, and Heritage Tractor, as well as Reister and Schnell and Ag West. John Deere dealer Heritage Tractor announced that Prairie State Tractor and Martin Tractor are merging with the Heritage Tractor Group. The combined operation will have 43 stores across Kansas, Missouri, Arkansas, and Illinois. Wisconsin-based John Deere dealer Reister and Schnell has acquired single-store ICE Implement for a total of 14 locations. ICE was the 2024 Dealership of the Year. Canadian AGCO dealer Ag West announced it was moving into Weyburn and Yorkton, Saskatchewan through the acquisition of Agriterra equipment locations. Now here's Noah Newman with the latest from the Technology Corner.
Thank you very much, Kim. All right, so 60% of dealers expect their precision sales to go up at least 2 to 7% this year, according to the 2025 Precision Farming Dealer Benchmark Study. Spud Armstrong, precision specialist for New Holland Rochester, recently shared his sales outlook at the Precision Farming Dealer Summit, and he agrees. He thinks sales are going to pick up after a rough 2024, but he says these first few months are going to be very telling.
You know, there's just some money passed through the government's going to pass out some money to farmers, I guess is the best way to say it. I don't know how soon that money will hit their bank accounts, but I would assume that would help pick up some of the things that we sell. If that doesn't get there before spring, I don't know if we're going to pick up much or not. You know, our busiest season is going to be in this January, February, March, April. I mean, that's when we sell the majority of our products. So I don't know. That money, they're talking like maybe end of February, somewhere in March. And if that doesn't get there till then, it's going to be tough for us to get that stuff, to be able to get an order, get here, whatever we got to do.
And 26% of dealers surveyed expect little to no change in sales this year compared to last year. We'll have the full report coming soon on precisionfarmingdealer.com. In the Technology Corner, I'm Noah Newman. Back to you, Kim.
Thanks, Noah. As of January 29th, corn prices were $4.97, soybeans closed at $10.60, and wheat closed at $5.62. Compared to the prices 2 weeks ago, corn was up 19 cents, soybeans were up 18 cents, and wheat was up 15 cents. Ag Equipment Intelligence editors visited Blue Equipment, Kinze Manufacturing's new full-service store located on its vast manufacturing campus in Williamsburg, Iowa. Dealership sales manager Justin Render provides an overview and tour of the new showroom and modern repair shop for Kinze equipment sold, traded, and repaired in southeast Iowa. The store, which originated after a local dealer's retirement, also sells Ag Leader, Martin-Till, Lundell Plastics, and Yetter. Here's what Justin had to say about the store.
So we are on the north end of the Kinze manufacturing facility. We are in the old repower building or offices, which is right behind us here, where we used to repower the John Deere articulates back oh boy, I don't know the exact starting point, but probably I'm going to say mid 90s all the way up through the late 2010 range. So that's where we started base operations in 2019, 2020 when we stood up the dealership. So we had a dealer here in Iowa County that retired. It was an open area for Kinze for a while, and the family decided, hey, let's take advantage of the facilities that we have and start up a dealership. So we are a whole goods dealership, primarily focusing on Kinze product, grain carts, planters, and tillage. We also do competitive units and trade those in as well, and wholesale parts, as well as a full service shop out back. So that is more or less what we do here. We've got 2 bays where we can pull in a full 24-row planter and unfold it. Like right now, actually, if you want to, we can go out and look. We've got a grain cart that we've got tore apart, and then a rebuild on a 3665. Right?
Do farmers know that you're here?
A lot of them in the local area do. We're still getting our name out, doing a lot of traveling. So our areas of responsibility are Poweshiek, Iowa, and Johnson County. So you find some guys that, know they're here, and other guys that didn't even know there was a dealership here at the Kinze facility. So, being on site kind of makes things muddy a little bit, but we're still trying to get our name out and about.
In our last episode, we looked at the used combine market, and this time we're going to turn our attention to tractors with 100 plus horsepower. According to Sandhills Global, used high horsepower tractor inventory levels have been trending upward for 6 months, despite slight month-over-month decreases in December. Inventory was up 19.5% year over year. The used 175 to 299 horsepower tractor category showed the largest month-over-month inventory decrease at 2.2%, while the used high horsepower, which is 300 horsepower and greater category, led the way in year-over-year inventory increases at 29%. Asking values decreased 1.5% month-over-month and about 8% year-over-year in December, continuing an 8-month-long downward trend. Used 175 to 299 horsepower tractor asking values declined more than other categories, posting 1.76% month-over-month and 10.38% year-over-year decreases. This week's DataPoint is brought to you by the Dealership Mind Summit, returning to Iowa City July 29th to 30th. To register, visit dealershipmindsummit.com. According to the latest dealer sentiments and business conditions update, new equipment inventory levels remained elevated in December, with a net 65% of dealers reporting inventories too high versus a net 78% reporting inventories too high the month prior. As always, we welcome your feedback. You can send comments and story suggestions to kschmidt@lessitermedia.com. Until next time, I'm Kim Schmidt. Thanks for joining us.